Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something absolutely fascinating from our source material, an incredible blueprint for an enterprise-grade logistics and fleet management engine. We're talking about the exact kind of tech stack that powers massive, modern supply chains. You know, the stuff that keeps grocery shelves stocked and guarantees your online orders show up right on time. It is a massive challenge, but we're going to break it all down layer by layer. Let's get right into it. To really wrap our heads around the architecture outlined in these sources, we've got to ground ourselves in the crazy physical reality of the problem. A logistics system isn't just some database sitting quietly in an air-conditioned server room somewhere. No, it has to manage something that literally never, ever stops moving. We're talking hundreds, maybe thousands of vehicles out on the road at any given second, firing off endless, non-stop streams of data. The sheer scale and velocity of this information, it's honestly mind-boggling. Okay, let's dive into the stakes we're dealing with today. Just think about it. We need to track the live locations of thousands of vehicles simultaneously. We've got to plan incredibly efficient routes because, honestly, every extra mile is just burning fuel and time. We even need to predict maintenance needs before a truck actually breaks down on the side of the highway. And on top of all that, we have to give human dispatchers a real-time view of the entire operation. Not yesterday's report, right? What is happening right this second? The sources actually give us a literal architectural blueprint to pull this off. We'll start with managing constant motion, then look at ingestion and live tracking, followed by data and route optimization. After that, we'll cover maintenance and user apps, infrastructure and monitoring, and wrap up with the massive open source advantage. Section 1, Managing Constant Motion, the foundation of logistics. Section 2, Ingestion and Live Tracking. Catch in the data. So to manage all this constant motion, how on earth do we get data from a truck zooming through a rural dead zone with awful cell service straight into our pristine cloud system instantly? Well, we have to catch that data reliably. Let's trace a day in the life of a single data packet right through this pipeline. Step 1. Vehicles beam their data through telematics devices using the MQTT protocol. MQTT is incredibly lightweight, literally built for spotty, unreliable network conditions. The blue part uses a free open-source MQTT broker, like Mosquito, to receive this massive stream. Then, step 2, it hands that data off to Kafka or Redpanda. This streams the data, so tracking, analytics, and alerts can all grab what they need independently without creating a huge bottleneck. Finally, step 3, it drops that current location right into Redis. Now, Redis is an in-memory data store. That means we can read and update those positions lightning fast as they change second by second. Now, what's really interesting about the source material here is how they tackle mapping and route visualization. You could just plug into a standard commercial mapping API, sure. But at a fleet scale, those incur massive per-request costs. Every single time a truck moves a few feet, you're paying. Instead, the highly recommended, cost-efficient route is pairing an open-source mapping library like Mapbox.gl with OSRM, the open-source routing machine. OSRM is totally free to self-host and handles that high volume seamlessly. It is an absolute game-changer for saving money. Moving on to Section 3, Data and Route Optimization. This is the brain of the stock. Okay, so the data is flowing beautifully from the trucks right into our system. Now, for the database layer, fleet systems need a tricky mix of fast-changing data and historical data. Enter PostGIS. This is a brilliant extension for PostgreSQL that bakes powerful geographic and location-based queries right into a standard relational database. You can literally just use standard SQL to ask, hey, which of our delivery vehicles is within a 5-mile radius of this specific drop-off point? And you get the answer, all without paying for some incredibly complex, totally separate geographic database. Once everything is located, well, it needs to be optimized. This is where we actually save real money on fuel and time. The sources highlight Google OR tools for this. This thing is the true brain of the operation. It's an open-source vehicle routing solver that handles multiple vehicles, strict delivery time windows, and truck capacity constraints, all using proven operations research. You absolutely do not need to build complex optimization math from scratch. Google's already done the heavy lifting for us here. And here's another huge cost-efficient pick for this architecture. Just think about the comparison. Google OR Tools is completely free and relies on established, proven algorithms. Now, contrast that with commercial route optimization platforms. They will relentlessly charge you based on the sheer number of vehicles or the number of stops you're optimizing.
Relying on this free solver absolutely beats paying those per-vehicle commercial licenses, especially as a business starts to really scale up.
Section 4. Maintenance and user apps. The interface. Moving further up the stack, how do humans actually interact with this system to catch mechanical problems before a total breakdown? Well, the crucial point emphasized in the source material is that you don't always need complex deep learning right out of the gate. For predictive maintenance, simple threshold-based alerts, like, say, a warning if the engine temperature spikes or vibration exceeds a normal level, cost almost nothing to implement. And the crazy thing? They catch a massive, meaningful share of obvious maintenance issues super early on. It's the smart, cost-effective first step before you even think about training advanced models like XGBoost. Always start with this simple threshold.
Next up is the human-facing layer. Step 1 is building a unified dispatcher dashboard using React and TypeScript to show live positions and alerts. Step 2 is outfitting the actual drivers. Here, the architecture relies on React Native. This is a huge time saver because it lets you build for both iOS and Android from a single code base. No more maintaining two entirely separate apps. Finally, Step 3 connects everybody together. It leverages WebSockets to push real-time updates to both the dispatcher and the driver instantly. Everyone stays perfectly, seamlessly synchronized.
Section 5. Infrastructure and monitoring. The glue holding it all together. So what keeps this massive, high-volume data engine from just crashing under its own weight? Let's walk through the critical infrastructure glue. The stack uses Kubernetes for orchestration, mostly because it allows the tracking and optimization layers to scale up independently as the fleet load gets heavier. It relies on Prometheus to monitor data ingestion lag and Grafana to visualize it. This is absolutely vital because delayed location data completely ruins that real-time promise we just explored. Plus, automated alerts are set up to fire immediately if a vehicle suddenly stops sending data, which, you guessed it, usually indicates a hardware issue out in the field. And this brilliantly illustrates the recurring theme we've found throughout the source materials designed today. Just look at the cost structures. Open source monitoring, like Prometheus and Grafana, gives you enterprise-grade real-time operational visibility for free, provided you self-host it, of course. Going with commercial paid platforms often means getting trapped, paying incredibly high per-vehicle licensing fees, literally just to see if your system is actually working. It's wild. Section 6. The open source advantage. Enterprise-grade, free core.
All right, let's look at this full stack summary. The blueprint uses Mosquito and Kafka for flawless data ingestion. It grabs Redis and OSRM for blazing fast live tracking. It leverages Postgres and PostGIS for complex geographic mapping without even breaking a sweat. It taps into Google OR tools for elite route optimization. It utilizes simple thresholds and XGBoost for predictive maintenance. It builds out React and WebSockets for real-time user apps. And finally, it wraps the whole shebang in Kubernetes and Prometheus for unbreakable scale. Every single piece of this is an absolute powerhouse.
This right here is the absolute core takeaway you need to remember from our source material today. Open source tools have evolved to the point where they cover nearly every specialized logistics need at a tiny fraction of the cost. You absolutely do not need expensive, off-the-shelf commercial fleet platforms to build a massive, real-time logistics engine. You really just need the right blueprint and the right open source tools. So, I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on as we wrap up this explainer. Which layer of the stack are you going to build first? Are you drawn to the challenge of data ingestion, the complex routing algorithms, or maybe the real-time user apps? If you want to dive deeper into any of these specifics, like mastering PostGIS, route optimization, or building real-time WebSocket systems, there are fantastic Uplatz courses covering every single one. We've dropped the links right in the description for you. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this incredible system blueprint. Keep learning, keep building, and I'll see you in the next explainer.